as that for metals. So the epoxy or thermoset acrylic paint systems which you use on metals, you can assemble GTX with these metal panels and enjoy the benefits of those paint systems, which are cheaper than polyurethane based paint systems which you typically have to use with traditional plastic grades. And of course the engineering and design expertise which we have at SABIC. Engineering plays a big role here. The GTX parts which are molded here, they actually are bigger than what you actually require, and then during the baking cycle and the e-coat cycle, the part goes through a shrinkage. So we have the capability to shrink, to predict the shrinkage of parts, and to have the exact dimension of the parts which you would need the time you finally assemble the part on the vehicle and maintain the flush and gap. We have a range of grades which can address issues of the CTE. We have mineral filled versions which can which reduce the CTE down to 4 or 5, compared to traditional grades of GTX where it's around 9 or 10. The weight savings, this is a chart which really illustrates the benefits which you have with the GTX compared to steel, aluminum and other traditional materials. So a fender which would have weighed 4.8 kgs in steel at 0.77 mm thickness, in aluminum the same part would have weighed about 3.1 kgs at 1.2 mm adjusting for the stiffness difference. And in Nordel GTX at 2.1 and 2.5 mm thicknesses, the same part would weigh 1.9 and 2.6 kgs, which is a weight savings of between 40 to 60% over steel. In terms of our experience and expertise and the work which we have done with the OEMs, different OEMs over the years, Renault by far is the company which uses our products the maximum, and then a whole lot of companies such as Mitsubishi, BMW, Volkswagen, PSA, which have used plastic GTX fenders over the years and continue to use. And sometime at the end of this year or early next year, you will hear of a Indian OEM who is going to be using a GTX fender for their new range of vehicle. इसको यार चले रहा है लिंकेज, रुक जाओ। This is a video which showed you a steel fender which dents at 15 kilometers per hour, and the next video will show a similar plastic fender where you would see nothing really happens. So the plastic deflects but comes back. And Nordel has low modulus, so this is the property which helps having no dents at low speed impacts, and which companies have been utilizing over the years. Potential truck applications. In fact, here what I have done is combined a few other materials which other truck manufacturers are using and made a single page. So the products which I mentioned are being used by different truck manufacturers globally. Sun visors, Xenoi PCPBT. Wiper panels, again Xenoi PCPBT is being used. Aero corners, GTX is something which is widely preferred, and the application here is in conjunction with the metal part at the center. So you need the same paint finish and color as metal. No mismatch is allowed, and GTX with its online painting capability helps you achieve that. Lower front bumper systems in Cycoloy and Xenoi. Again, different material choices by different OEMs who have different functional aspects which they look at. Grills and covers in Xenoi, Geloy and Cycoloy based materials. Bumper systems in Xenoi. Spoilers again in Xenoi. Fender flares in and door extensions in upper and lower resin, lower footsteps in Xenoi. In fact, the footsteps is something which MAN in India is already using Xenoi for those. Tractor applications, again, most of the John Deere tractors, the 5000 series which you see in India, they use Xenoi, about 4 kgs of Xenoi in every tractor, which the 5000 series tractor which they produce. And a whole lot of other applications which are possible in tractors. So hoods in GTX or Xenoi, and now SLX is something which we are trying to work with the OEMs there. Side engine panels in Xenoi and SLX, grills with Geloy or Xenoi or Cycoloy, again depending on OEM preference. Front engine panels in Xenoi and SLX. Rear engine panels, these are designs which don't exist in India. Rear engine panels and rear cab covers in Xenoi and Geloy. MIC denotes molded in color. MIC is something which people are using quite a bit these days to eliminate paint and for cost out activities. And the fender left and right in Norel GTX. Why molded in color, which I just mentioned, cost reduction is the key driver, elimination of secondary paint, finishing operations, and you also reduce the rework which typically happens in a painting cycle. And the other key driver is environment safety, elimination of VOC, volatile organic emissions, which come with painting, and employee safety. This is something which again we are focusing a lot on working with the OEMs as VAVE activities. Example of a Caterpillar fender in SLX which is molded in color. On the right side you see a traditional UV stabilized polycarbonate grade of ours which we also tested along with SLX, and as you can clearly see, after 1 year of exposure to outdoor weather, the SLX retains its color and gloss much better than UV stabilized polycarbonate. Structures, we have been working on solutions for replacing the metal rim in steering wheels with Lexan EXL based solution, which is 7% glass fill. There are two concepts which we really have. One on the left side, it's a concept where we have two halves which we vibration weld and join together, which meet the performance requirements of a steering wheel. And on the right we have EXL molded armature, on top of which you can have a PP or PU over molded to provide the soft feel. And again, this is something which meets the structural and various the performance requirements of a steering wheel. We have programs ongoing on this globally, and have approvals from one global OEM for plastic steering wheels. The weight out is again a major driver here. Long glass fiber PP composites through our Stamex resin, and also we have our Verton range of products from LNP, where long glass fiber products are available in PP and polyamide. Stamex, we have a glass filler percentage ranging from 20 to 60. 60 is the concentrate, where you can mix with the standard PP and dilute the percentage, or tailor make it according to your requirements. So also probably you could achieve some cost out there over standard filled grades. And here the key drivers again are the high modulus, which is achievable about up to 13.5 gigapascals. And the other, I think, key aspect here with long glass fiber is with lower glass fiber ends, because these glass fibers are typically 12 mm long. So the glass fiber ends are lower. You have a much better aesthetics on the part as you compare to a short glass fiber product. And the anisotropy effect, what we really refer to as the difference in shrinkage between flow and cross flow directions, it's significantly lower than short glass fiber materials. So this is again a good product for metal replacement, where cost is a key driver. Via LGF-PP, we just discussed weight savings, corrosion resistance, design freedom coming from plastics over metal, and integration opportunities. Door module is a very common component now in Europe and other places where people have used long glass fiber and done a lot of integration over a similar metal part. Similar example, and we have a widespread experience in door modules globally with a whole lot of OEMs. Long glass fiber in IP and dashboard carriers, again application in which a whole lot of work continues to happen, along with the cross beam, which is the new area where work is happening with the long glass fibers. Coming to lighting and Altem in lighting. So Altem is, as we discussed, polyethylene which has a glass transition temperature of 217 degrees. And there is a point which I would like to the audience to understand between crystalline and amorphous. Crystalline products typically have a low TG. They have a TG typically in the range of 70 to 90 degrees. Most of the crystalline products. In fact, PEEK, which most of the people refer to when they talk of high heat, it has a glass transition temperature of 140 to 150 degrees. Only when you add glass or any other filler to it, do they have a better modulus or better heat. Those performances are derived. But the key aspect here is there are applications where modulus retention at high temperatures is a key driver. It's not only heat. And in those kind of applications, amorphous products such as Altem or high heat polycarbonate, they fare much better. The polymers tend to drop on the modulus front after the TG. So in case of PEEK, the modulus starts dropping sharply after 140, 150 degrees. In case of other crystalline products, again, that's something which you would experience beyond 90 degrees. And so if modulus is a